This time I'm going to show you how software crack was actually done back in 90s, and I'm gonna make it simple as possible. Uh, oh look, I have installed Windows 95 on my very old laptop, the compact. Still, Windows 95 is older than like my laptop, so like it wasn't easy installing this thing on my laptop. And I took some random software from like 90s, and I don't know when it was made, but it was there. I picked it up from like like some place on the web, and it was a time limit version, and I could use it for like 1 month. It says so like this is like fresh install, so it will allow me to start. But if I change the time on my system, oh look, it's 1980. So like I'm gonna change it into March instead of January and apply. Then we're gonna see messages such as this. Oh look, trial license expired, right? Then we're gonna exit. Then I'm gonna show you something like this. This one right here is called debugger. That like I used to use like a little bit of them like back in sometime around the 90s. And this section right here is the Windows registry, and this one right here is the hexadecimal numbers that are loaded into random access memory. And this part right here is assembly code that are directly converted from Russian language. And let me show you something like this. Type in things like bpx, then get system time. And guess what? Typing enter, then let's see what happens when I start this edit program again. Ding, look at that. Here comes corner 32 get system time. So like I use that code for like some kind of trigger to show off what's loaded onto like random access memory and like on the rest of the system, or like what's being loaded at the right at the moment when the software asks for its time, right? So like you can navigate around like these memory sectors by like using a lot of command and things like that. Then you can actually bypass these kind of things, or simply change some kind of value inside this like memory. Then you can make it work again. Now let's go back to Windows and simply click exit, then go back to date and time. I will set it to January again, apply, okay. Then I start this program again, and oh, it works again. Normally these programs are does not allow like users to use it again, just simply changing like times on the system, because like if it's possible, then everybody will just like go back in time and using it for like forever, just to simply removing like back in time and again and again and again, and it wouldn't have a time limit, and it would be pointless, right? But I changed a little bit of modification before like making this video on live video, and spending a lot of time and like finding out what to do would be crazy. So like I did a little bit of like previous um, command. And what crack actually means is that the things that I showed you before using debugger, um, look at that. It's assembly code that actually automated process that I have done, like before. So like compile them and put it inside one of those, like softwares, and the running them would be like actually automate and removing those, like time limit and things like that. And that's how cracks were working back in the days. But still, like they are using similar method on like most of the modern system as well. So like companies are trying to prevent this to happen and came up with all kind of ideas. But I don't really like ideas of like crack and things like that. So like that's why I love Linux because I don't have to worry about things like like time limit and things like that because everything is basically free. Um, this is like just educational purpose and experimental only type of thing. And I don't make crafts and things like that because I wasn't really talented for like making things like this. Anyway, uh, thanks for watching this episode and see you next time.